And minutes away, we're going to be joined by an expert with his digital download do's and don'ts for safely maneuvering the app world. It's not difficult to believe that 50% of smartphone users grab their phones as soon as they wake up.
And over 52% of Americans are using more than 2 million different apps in Google Play and the App Store. Most popular apps are for social media and photos. Joining us is Michael Babikian. He's the president and CEO for LegacyShield. He's here with the must-dos of digital downloads for safely maneuvering the app world. Welcome.
Hi, Michael.
Thank you very much for having me.
Sure. Tell us, your product is LegacyShield. How does that work with the cloud?
Yeah, LegacyShield allows us to exist in the digital age. It allows us to organize all of our information. And then most importantly, it allows us to get access to it when we need access to it and share it with the right people at the right time.
Michael, you have some do's when it comes to apps. First, you say that find apps that prioritize your privacy. How do we know how to look for something like that?
Absolutely. So really look to the business model of the service.
Okay.
There are a lot of apps that are free. Why is it free? What are they doing with your information? There's a cost to free. Not always bad, not always insidious, but it's really good to just understand what they're doing with that.
Well, help us. What are they doing with that?
So there are some apps that, like a lot of social media, it's all about connecting you to other people and it makes it better. There are others that actually sell your private information, and so you'll just want to be careful about what type of information that you upload on a service like that.
You say there are apps that help us collect all of our information, store them in one place securely.
Yeah, so LegacyShield is one of those examples. It's not about really replacing the app in and of itself, but the existence of that app. So for example, Shutterfly, great service to be able to share all of our photos. It's not about replacing a service like Shutterfly, but knowing the existence of that service so that we can share it with people around them. If something were to happen to me, I might have tens of thousands of photos loaded up into a service like that, and we barely know the credentials to those services, let alone anyone around us.
I see. So what you're doing is that if I die, I will have everything on one place and my family will know, okay, it's all right there.
That's one way to look at it. Another way to look at it, last year we had some pretty significant fires out here in Southern California.
Okay.
I wasn't as worried about the information and photos and stuff like that because I had all of that loaded up into a service like LegacyShield. I can get access to it when I wanted to, and I can make sure that it would be shared with people around me.
You say a key is categorizing. What do we mean?
Yeah, so what's really important about that is the first thing that we all reach for is our cell phone in the morning. We have on average 137 digital accounts out there, 90 apps loaded up on our cell phones. Information is just spread all throughout. So really the first step is making sure you categorize and organize all of that information so that you know where it exists.
Like finance or whatever it may be.
That's exactly right.
In its little folder.
That's exactly right. And knowing where it is.
Yeah.
One of the things that has changed in living in the digital age is that we have a lot of information spread around all over the place. That wasn't the case before.
And finally, you talk about understanding the app's privacy policy. And one thing that I do, when I do read those policies, I think, oh gosh, I don't want to share that information, but it doesn't often give you a way to opt out, and if you want to use the app, you got to sort of accept that.
That's right. That is the case. Knowing that's the case is really the first part of the battle, and then knowing that there are a lot of different options out there. There are over 2 million apps out there, and a lot more being added on a daily basis. So knowing that you have options, it's not just automatically clicking OK. And even if you do that, what type of information do you load up there?
Yeah. For more information about managing apps on all your smartphone devices, go to LegacyShield.com. Thanks to Michael for being here.
Thank you so much.